What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live just about every single Friday night at 8 p.m. or somewhere thereabouts Pacific Standard Time. It really kind of depends on the kind of night, the kind of week that it is. Thank you all so much for being here. I do greatly appreciate that. And look at this. Is the chat really not working already? I swear that I put up the oh, okay, maybe it's not. Oh, okay. It's just not gonna work. Is that what it is? Is that what it's gonna be like that, huh? It's gonna be like that. Come on, man. Come on. Get with the program, man. Is this seriously not? It's not gonna. All right. I guess it's not gonna work. There's supposed to be the chat showing up right here for you guys. You guys flapping your gums in the chat, but apparently you don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Is that where we're at, YouTube? Is that what we're doing? Man, you know what? I don't know what's up with that, but oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Now you decide to. Is that where we're at? You decide to just work whenever you want to. Sounds kind of like them writers and actors in Hollywood right now. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight. This is gonna be. I swear, I know I say this all the time, but this is gonna be one of those shorter streams because I do have to try to get to sleep a little bit early tonight so I can wake up and go out and get my 50-mile ride in the morning. And this time, bye. The group ride is starting at 5:30 in the morning, so I've got to make sure that that means I've got to wake up at least 4 o'clock in the morning. So that means I've got to be out of here pretty soon. I got a cutoff time. I got a curfew. You guys got to help me reach it. All right, you guys got to help me reach it. Not keep me here too late. Talking about some of the fun things that we are going to talk about today. But yeah. That's what we're going to do. And speaking of which, guys, as I've talked about before, right now here through the month of July, I typically, something I've done in the past quite a bit and hit my goal was this Tour de France challenge, in which I go out and I try to ride half the miles that they do in the Tour de France in the same amount of time that they do it, which ends up being 21 days, 23 with 2 rest days, and I still pedal a little bit during those rest days as well. So do the pros. They go out and ride too. Just kind of keep the legs loose, but trying to ride half the miles they do in the Tour de France in the same amount of days. Of course, I'm not riding through the same rough terrain or anything like that, but I would tell you I'm riding in the heat. Here in Southern California, it is really starting to heat up. Here over the weekend, it's going to be in the 100 pluses. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 110. The next day is supposed to be like 106, 104, 103, 101, 102, 100. Like, we're all in the hundreds for the rest of the month, probably all the way through August, probably even September as well. So yeah. So that's one of the things that I have been doing here over these last couple of weeks, and I have been riding about 50 miles every single day here over the last couple of weeks. Now, I will also say one of the other things that, oh, come on. Oh, it's not going to, oh, I got to go over here. I got to go over here and do that. There we go. One of the other things I am doing through that time is I'm trying to raise some money. If you guys want to donate some money to, I'm trying to build a new wheel set for my fixed gear bike. It's going to take about $1,000. I'm not asking you for, it's not for a charity or anything like that, just out of the kindness of your heart. I'm not begging for you to pay my bills or anything like that. You're not going to see me do that here on this channel. I run my own business. I've got a couple of other little things that I do. I'm also making money here on YouTube as well to pay my bills and stuff like that. If it ever gets to that point, then you'll probably see me doing like everybody else does when they go on YouTube and beg money from people to pay their bills, and I'll start crying and shit. I'll be like, life's just been really rough, man, and I need to pay my bills. The guild decided to go on strike, and my house is gonna. Oh man, am I hitting a little close up? Maybe I shouldn't be going there. It's a little early in the night still. It's a little early in the night still. So, but yeah, I'm not begging for, it's just out of the kindness of your heart. If you want to help me build a new wheel set for my fixed gear bike, the wheel set is going to cost to build about $1,000. Roughly around there. It is expensive. Cycling is an expensive habit. So if you have friends that are thinking about getting into it just for the health of it, tell them to just fuck their health and sit on the couch, eat donuts, get fat and lazy, watching old videos that I have here on the channel, watching live streams I have here on the channel, and just any other videos and stuff like that here on this channel, not some other channel where you got some guy that's probably gonna flap his gums talking about some shit that he don't even know about. It's okay. No, on this channel, tell them to throw their health away here watching my channel. But regardless, guys, if you would like to, there is a link pinned in the comments section here where my man Daniel Fisher, one of the Myrtle Maniacs, just dropped that link in there. If you want to send direct donations, and you can, it'd be great. If you want to send super chats, that's fine too. If you want to become a channel member, that's fine as well. And but the thing is, like, the reason why I got the direct donation thing is because I think it goes through PayPal, and believe me, I know PayPal has they're fucking shady ass people too, but they take a smaller percentage than Google does, and I won't pretend like Google's not shady or YouTube or anything like that either, and they get their cut too. So regardless of all that, thank you to everybody who has sent in direct donations. I know Fernie sent in a direct donation the other day. I know Daniel Fisher sent in a direct donation as well just the other day. So thank you guys for that. You know what? It actually looks like, oh, here we go. Oh, did it show up yet? It looks like Fernie just sent in a $5 super chat as well. It says, buy a Walmart bike. No, you know what? No, don't buy a Walmart bike. Just don't buy a Walmart bike. You know what? You're better off saving your money being lazy. Don't get one of those Walmart bikes. They're cheap. They're heavy. If you just went and spent a little bit more money, okay, when I by a little bit I mean a lot, because a Walmart bike is going to cost you what, $50, $100. Go spend $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. Get you a nicer bike. It's going to be lighter weight. It's going to have better everything on it. Better wheel set, better gears, better everything, better group set. It's too much to get into, but it's just going to be better. Avoid the Walmart bikes. Don't even get them for your kids. Spend the money. You love them little sons of bitches. Go and spend some fucking money on them. You know what I mean? And certainly don't buy one of those little baby Bjorn things where you put them in there like, oh, look, they look so cute. They're sitting there hanging on my butt. No, don't do that. Don't make your kid be like fucking Quado, okay? Hold that little son of a bitch and love him. I did my kids. Why can't you do yours, okay? It'll be all right. But thank you so much for anybody for your generous donations. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Share the stream out with your friends. Tell them to come hang out. Now, guys, tomorrow I want to let you know that I will be doing a special live stream with one of our esteemed colleagues, a very special guest. One of our friends, RC Scott, is going to come on. That will be probably tomorrow around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be about 5 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. We're going to get together. We're going to flap our gums about a bunch of nerdy shit. Probably talk about some music. Probably talk about some comic books and whatever else comes across our minds, whatever else. Me and RC Scott been hanging out here on the channel for a while. He's been a Myrtle Maniac for quite a while, and we just never really got. We've talked on the phone several times, and we text each other quite often, but we've never actually got a chance to get on a live stream together and flap our gums and talk to anybody, let alone each other, about music and any of those kinds of things. So we're going to get together tomorrow and have a good time, because there was something that came up and I was like, you know what, maybe he's saying like, hey, when are we going to get together? And finally I found something the other day that we're actually going to talk about. It's going to be a very good time. So make sure you are here for that. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the little bell so you get all those notifications and all that. You know how to do all that YouTube stuff. You know how to do all that. Now, one of the other things, I'm sure most of you have been around here long enough, one of the things I talk about here on the channel is comic books. I love comic books. And recently, I just got this in the mail. When I say recently, I mean like last week sometime. I just got this in the mail from our good friends over at Merc Publishing. Now, this right here is like a little collector's box, for Born of Blood. This was the Born of Blood collector's box. Just came out with that beautiful art by Jamie Tyndall. Absolutely great stuff. And I got several different covers that came with this as well. And then we also got this little coin that came with it. There's one of the little extra little stretch goals that came with it when you back this project. But we got a number of these, and I believe this was for Born of Blood issue number 3. That this project came in for. Now, these first couple of covers I've got here are by the artist Shikari. He does absolutely fucking great work. Shikari does. So I got this cover right here, and then I believe this other one is, I think this was was like the opening weekend special as well. A little bit of a variation on that first cover that I showed you right there. Absolutely great stuff. Shikari, very good digital artist. And then of course I did get the Jamie Tyndall cover as well. I absolutely love Jamie Tyndall's work. Check that out. Very nice stuff. And then this last one I got here, man, I can't remember who it was that did this cover. Man, I can't remember on this one, but I thought this was another nice cover as well, so I went ahead and picked this up as well. So got a few different covers here for this particular project. That is Born of Blood 3. You can actually find these Born of Blood books at your local comic book shop. One of the things Merc Publishing has been doing here over the past couple of years is they actually started out doing these crowdfunded campaigns on Kickstarter. And one of the things that happened was, during the pandemic, there was all these shortages and everything, shortages that really kind of slowed everything up. Well, one time they actually had some issues with printers and stuff like that as well. And some of the books ended up getting delayed. And what they did was they continued production through a different printer, because they've got books that they released through your local comic book shop that you can go pick up as well, that they went through a different printer. Different quality on the books, on the page, on the inside, and even the cover stock is a little bit different than what you can find at your local comic book shop. But the ones at your local comic book shop, they've already released. Those are a little bit behind here. I believe they just ended the campaign for issue number 4 of Born of Blood. And the series is already complete, but they're still doing them through Kickstarter as well, doing those projects to get caught up there. And I'm happy about that. Some people out there may be like, why are you spending that kind of money on these crowdfunded projects if the book's already out? You've already read these goddamn books. Yes, I have. But you know what? They do different covers exclusively through Kickstarter that are absolutely great, like just those ones I was just showing you there by Shikari, Jamie Tyndall, and stuff like that. You can't find those covers at your local comic book shop. Absolutely great stuff. Go follow Merc Publishing. You can follow their website, mercpublishing.com, or you go find them on Kickstarter under Merc. I think they might be under Merc Mag on Kickstarter. Absolutely great stuff there. Through Merc Publishing, though. I've been backing all those, and they're actually, like I said, they're a little bit behind on Born of Blood, and I think they're a little bit behind on Death Rage and Miss Meow. But they'll soon be caught up, and they should be caught up with all of those. Hopefully get all those projects caught up and everything. They haven't started them all and done the crowdfunding on all of them yet. Hopefully they'll have all those done here by the time they're getting ready to release one of their new series called Catfight, which is one of the characters that was actually introduced here through the these not through Born of Blood, but through Miss Meow and the Death Rage books. So she's one of the characters spinning out of this kind of larger shared universe that they have. Absolutely great stuff. So yeah, make sure that you go check them out. And let me see here. Let me see where we at. All right. Okay. Now, the next thing I got to show off here, next comic book I've got here is I just picked this up from the comic book shop today. You'll be able to find this next week at your local comic book shop if they ordered these in. I know a lot of comic book shops probably don't order them in. Like, I only get them in because I pre-order them through my local comic book shop. But this is, you know what? I may have to take this off here. No, not that. Damn it. Well, there goes the chat again. But here, let me see if I can get this sorted here. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. Now you'll be able to see it. Right here, I just got this Avengers Omnibus. This is collecting the first 30 issues of the original Avengers run. Got a great bunch of great comic books in here. I actually read, I think, the first 20 issues of this series through the Marvel's Epic Collections, which, you know, are thinner. Like, they're basically like trade paperbacks, but they're a little bit more affordable. I think the first one with the first 20 issues was like $35, $40, something like that. Absolutely great stuff. But I've seen that they were releasing these omnibuses. I like the omnibus format. They're a little bit thicker. They're hardcover. You guys know, if you know me, I love my hardcover books. So I went ahead and ordered those. And I think here in the next couple of months, they're actually going to be having a couple of more coming out here. I think come August, they're going to have, this is the volume 1. I think they're going to have volume 2, 3, and 4 getting ready to come out in August as well. But really great stuff. These old Avengers books are absolutely great reads. And the thing is, like, when you get into some of these older books like are in here, the original Avengers series, even like the OG Moon Knight series, a lot of those books are thicker. They're a lot more dense reads. Even like in the fact that for one, the stories are really good. A lot of them are kind of quirky, a little zany. Like, I really do enjoy a lot of those original books. A lot of the the old school comic books. But the thing is one of the biggest things is when you get in and read them, they're a lot more dense. In each comic book, you would get a full story, right? You get the full story in the one book. Where a lot of times these days, you know, it seems like to get a full story, you're looking at reading 5 issues, like a trade paperback essentially. So the writing is a little bit different than what we get out of a lot of books these days. And I absolutely love the old classic shit. Like right now, I've been going through and reading the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, like the OG Spider-Man series. Absolutely fucking great reading through that comic book. And, you know, reading through that comic book, I know the guys over at Two Brothers Comics, Nick and Dustin, I want to say it was last year, they actually went through one of the things they did on their channel, and they made videos talking about it, was they went through and read all of the Amazing Spider-Man, all the Spider-Man books from Amazing Fantasy 15 all the way up through all the current shit. And, you know, they even said, like, partway through, once they got into, like, I want to say, like, late 80s through the 90s, and especially, like, you know, through the new millennium, they're like, you know what, like, this shit sucks. They need, like, these people, like, Marvel does not fucking care about this character whatsoever anymore. They haven't had a good writer in forever, and, like all just because of the quality of the stories and things like that. And if you go through and you read, like, the original Amazing Spider-Man comic books, you'll look and you'll realize, like, dude, as much as we talk about, like, these comic book movies, and we talk about, like, oh, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is so fucking great, you know, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies were so good, oh, you know, Andrew Garfield, the Amazing Spider-Man movies, oh, it was so good, you know, Tom Holland, oh my god, you know what, fuck Tom Holland Spider-Man, fuck the MCU's Spider-Man. You know what? And you read these books, and you'll probably eventually look at the same thing and be like, you know what? Like, Sam Raimi's don't really hold true to it neither. You know, like they don't live up to what is in these original books when you read them. Seeing how the character is handled, even though, like, down to, like, the very characterization of Peter Parker himself. You go read these old school comic books, dude. Like, it's like night and day. Like you don't get this same depiction of Peter Parker in any of the movies. In any of the movies. At all, like at all, like it's crazy. Like not even like the Flash Thompson character. And I would say the closest to the best characterization you're gonna get out of any of these what has been in any of the movies is actually the casting of J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Like that was fucking brilliant casting, and probably the best actor we're ever going to get in that role. Like I don't know that you can top J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, because he absolutely, even though what we've seen in all the Marvel movies, be it through the Sam Raimi movies or even what they've done with him since he's been in the MCU, just a little bit they've had him, he's not even characterized the best either. But I would say he's probably the fucking closest to the proper characterization of this character from the comic books, especially the OG comic books, because you see, like, we got a little bit of it in No Way Home, you know, where he's kind of like sinister. Like he seemed a little sinister, like he was going after Spider-Man. He's like everywhere he turns, you know, is calamity, and you know, like all that shit after May died and everything. Like fuck, like that was like some real J. Jonah Jameson shit. But also like his attitude in like the Tobey Maguire movies, like though the character doesn't exactly match, the way the character is well portrayed there. I just think they probably could have nailed some of it down a little bit more, but that's a little bit more on the script, the dialogue, and some of that stuff going on. But he's probably like the best, some of the best that we've got. Some of the best that we've got. Absolutely great stuff. Yeah, absolutely great stuff, man. And yeah, like I said, J.K. Simmons probably the best characterization of any of the Spider-Man characters that we've gotten on screen. Sorry, and I see the chat still not showing up again. Let me get back in here and see if I can change that again. Oh man. Come on, man. There we go. Maybe it'll work now. But yeah. So anyway, that's really all I have for some of the comic book talk here today. Is this son of a bitch still not showing up? Son of a... No. YouTube, man. Or is it Streamlabs? Is it Streamlabs or YouTube? It's one of the two. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. You never can count on it. You never can count on it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah. Now, getting into some of the other stuff that I want to talk about is, you know, I guess something that like a lot of people are kind of talking about out right there. Some big news going on out there in the kind of entertainment world is obviously we see that the writers guild, I don't know what WAG stands for. But it's probably, no, it wouldn't be the Writers Association Guild, but you know, like the writers strike has been going on for well over a month now, probably closer to 2 months, and we found out recently that the actors SAG is actually going on strike now as well, and I believe they just started yesterday with their strike. So we got writers and actors now on strike, and I thought it was a little bit funny the other day. I even shared kind of my thoughts on that in the fact that we see, you know, I think it's so funny that all of a sudden like these Deadpool leaks and this Deadpool 3 footage is all of a sudden came out right before all these strikes are getting ready to happen. You know, it's got to be something. Yeah, they got to get a little bit shot, you know, something to get everybody a little bit excited so they can leak that stuff out there to get people excited. To hold them over until all these strikes are over. And there's been more and more coming out about this. Now, one of the things I will say in the first place is, is that where we're at, YouTube? Is that where we're at? Come on, man. What's with this chat box? It's gonna show one chat and not the other, huh? It's gonna show one chat and not the... Oh man, this piece of shit. Anyway, I thought it was so funny that all these leaks all of a sudden come out and keep people excited until this strike is over, because it seems like this strike is going to be going on for quite a while. You know, we've seen everybody kind of press releases and things like that coming out. I guess not press releases, but like things coming out through the mainstream media, if you will, about some of these things regarding this. You know, I think the biggest thing that kind of came out was obviously Bob Iger did some interview the other day where he's flapping his gums about a lot of shit, saying about a lot of these expectations that these writers and even the actors have are kind of unrealistic. And I'll say that I don't necessarily disagree with him there as well. And also, one of the other things that, you know, some anonymous studio executive said was that they're going to wait them out. They're going to let the strikes happen for however long, till people's rent becomes due, till they lose their apartments, till they lose their houses, and things like that. And while I will say that's kind of messed up, at the same time, I'm kind of on their side too. You know what I mean? Like, it's a messed up situation. But for one, I will tell you one thing. Unions suck. Don't be part of a union, okay? Fuck the unions. You know, they're long... how would you say that? It's been a while since they've been worth the goddamn, right? It's been a long time since they've been worth their value. For one, a lot of times you're paying money, you're paying union fees and dues and all this bullshit for fucking nothing, right? And a lot of unions do work based off of seniority. So you know what I mean? Like, if you're a talented, say you're somebody talented, and this other asshole got hired years before you, and things are coming down, chances are you're going to lose your job before that asshole that sucks at his job that's been around a lot longer. But there's a lot more than that goes into unions as well. And I would say they've outlived their usefulness a long time ago. You might be able to make an argument that some trades are probably worth it, but overall I would say it's a very bad deal. And I would say that's kind of something that's going on with these strikes that are going on right now in the unions and things like that. Because, you know, it's not merit based. You know, if you had, you know, a lot of these people have talent agents and just different things like that to go out there, find jobs for them, help promote them and stuff like that, basically. You know what? You should be able to negotiate your contracts a little bit better without a union. And like I said, I know unions do provide a certain level of, I guess you could say, quality to these people's jobs, you know, maybe helping them get benefits, better pay, and all that kinds of stuff. And I will say, and that's all fine and dandy. If you're part of a union, you want to pay for that, all fine and dandy. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, like, I would say I'm anti-union, but I'm not saying you can't be part of one or anything like that. But the thing is largely that it's not good. It's not good. They don't run on a merit-based system. And that's one of the things that kind of sucks, like with these strikes that are going on right now. We know the Writers Guild been on for a while. The actors just going on right now as well. But the thing is where I am actually kind of with the studios at here is that over the past 10, it's been well over 10 years. Like, yeah. It's probably been since the last strikes. Probably since right around the last strike. We haven't got, like, the quality has gone down of the entertainment that we're getting, be it movies, I'll even say comic books, and like TV shows and shit like that. The quality of a lot of these have really gone down. Now, you can't expect these studios to want to come up with some sort of agreements to agree to the terms that your union is asking for when it comes to better wages, benefits, and different things like that. You can't expect them to want to bend to the will of that if you're not creating good movies, if you're not writing good shows, good movies, and just creating good content that people are enjoying and watching, that's bringing in viewership, that is bringing in money for the studio. Why do they want to bend why do they want to bend to that and say, oh yeah, we'll pay you more, we'll give you better benefits, even though we're paying you already, and you know we're not, you know, it's not like, and that's the thing is everybody's like, oh, these big corporations, you know, the greed and all this, and yeah, I will fucking completely agree with you all day long. These fucking studios and these corporations with, you know, like their corporate greed and all that bullshit. Fuck yeah, absolutely. That's just true. You see, you know, all these people, all these higher ups, they ain't got nothing to worry about. They're getting fucking paid, right? Fuck them. But at the same time, a lot of the other people who don't really know about business know that you need to make money to pay people money. You need to have a viable product that put out that people want to enjoy and actually watch, that makes money to continue to be able to pay people money for the work that they're doing. Now, the thing that sucks is that there are, there's inflated budgets and all these kinds of other people out there who are part of this industry who are contributing to those overinflated budgets because they are still getting paid. I think there's a couple of problems that have gone on with a lot of this, is that some of these writers are probably just not writing good shit anyway because fuck it, I'm getting paid anyway. What do I want to work hard for? And the other thing is, there's people out there who are actually doing good work who are probably going to end up suffering for some of that as well. So there's kind of a little bit of a good side, there's an upside and a downside to this, because they need good creators in there creating new content, new TV shows, writing new scripts for these shows, for these movies and things like that, that is good, that's going to bring people to the theater, that's going to get people turning on their streaming services and all that shit to actually watch them, to generate money. But sometimes, especially due to unions, some of those people are the people who are going to suffer. The ones who are actually talented, because maybe they don't have any of the like I said, depending on how their unions work. I know how a lot of other unions work in places like where my wife works, where I was working before, is it's a seniority based thing, right? And if you're going by that, chances are there's going to be a lot of up and comers who are going to suffer more than the industry vets who have been around for a while, who are just collecting a fat paycheck and not working very hard and creating garbage content. Now, I will also say at the same time, there's probably plenty of people out there who aren't even trying hard and still getting paid anyway. Why? Because fuck it, I'm getting paid. It's not a merit-based system. It's not a merit-based system. So, a lot of these, and that's the thing, is a lot of people don't know about business and shit like that. Like, oh, these greedy corporations need to just pay them. Well, yeah, sure. They need to pay the talented ones, the ones who have something to offer, the ones who are creating good content and bringing in viewership, bringing in money for their studios. Why would you want to keep somebody employed who's doing shit work? You don't want them. So, and that's the thing that sucks, is them, waiting this thing out and saying, yeah, fuck it, wait till these people's fucking bills, wait till the bill comes due, motherfucker. And, some of them are going to go to the wayside and some of them will survive. And that, unfortunately, that's the way it is. The really unfortunate thing is that probably some of the actual talented people and people that have something to offer are probably some of the ones who are going to suffer the most. But, that's just, I guess that's just kind of how it is. It's kind of, while that does suck, it's also kind of like a survival of the fittest kind of thing, too. At the same time, you got there's always going to be some good and some bad to go along with those kinds of things. Some good, some bad. But altogether, like I said, for me, I'm good, fucking good. Maybe coming out of this, maybe we'll start to get good movies again. Good. I guess I can't say there's really a whole lot of good TV shows. I don't really like TV shows, but maybe we'll actually start to get good content coming out again. Good entertainment. Actual entertainment, where people actually took the time and sat down and write something that's good and entertaining, not just everybody trying to copy the fucking Office and a bunch of sarcastic, fucking stupid, shitty humor that I don't care about. If I wanted stupid, shitty, condescending fucking humor, I'd just go watch some YouTubers. There's plenty of them out there. And sadly, some of these shitty YouTubers are actually even better than the people who are out there writing for these studios. But that's just if you ask me. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And let's see who we've got here, what everybody's talking about. Okay. I say we've got some great people here in the building. We got, come on, man. Come on. We've got RC Scott in the building, Daniel Fisher. Fernie is here. We got Kendall in the building as well. We got Dan the Man. How are you doing, Dixie? I hope all's going well with you. Let's see who else we got stopping in. Mike. Oh, where's Mike Popcorn Porter at? Oh, I see. No Mike Popcorn Porter, huh? Got Star Wars MCU-OG in the building. Yes, he said, let's fight then. Yes, Kendall. Yeah, you know, that was obviously, you know, a line from 300, which is actually a pretty good movie. It's one of Zack Snyder's few great movies, right? Is it, you know, it was a good one. In the vicinity. Yeah. Okay, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. What are you talking about, Dixie? Where I live in the desert. There's very little humidity. Very little humidity where I live at. But yeah, if you're like in like Florida, probably fucking Texas, probably humid as fuck. Missouri, Midwest, it's probably humid as fuck, along with being hot, and that shit sucks. Because no matter, like, I'll put up, like, that's why I don't mind where I live at. It's in the desert. We got dry heat. I'll put up with the fucking, it can be hot as fuck and be dry heat, and I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the dry heat. Humidity? Yeah, fuck all that. Yeah. Since Mike Popcorn Porter is not here, we need to have YouTubers Guild of America to hate on stuff for real. Oh, man. Yes. Yes, the YouTubers. The YTGA. Yes, we'll start that. Fernie says, bro, I'm telling you guys, if the editors guild strikes, it's over. Oh, oh yeah, right. Are you part of an editors guild? Do the editors have a union? They probably do. They probably do. They probably shouldn't, but they probably do. They probably do. But yeah, that would be pretty bad. That'd be pretty bad. Fernie, we see Fernie on strike out there, like, hey, fuck this, pay up. Pay my bills, you son of a bitch. We get a lot of wannabe fanfic authors, and yeah. YouTubers about to be hired as actors again. Yeah, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. The SAGs, and the Screen Actors Guild. Yeah. Table read with YouTubers. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh man. I also think big actors get paid a lot, but it's definitely BS when all these CEOs get $1 million contracts and bonuses, while majority of smaller actors and writers getting way underpaid. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Like I said, I think there's a little bit of give and a little bit of take. I think some of the actors, some of the talent is actually probably fucking overpaid as well. But certainly, of course, I mean, like any corporation, any business, the people at the top are getting more money. I mean, that's just how business is. One of these days, maybe you'll have, like, you know, be running some shit and have a business. Like, you can be like, yeah. And you'll probably, you know, maybe you'll pay your fucking employees good and shit. Like, most people would. Most people pay their employees pretty good. A livable wage. But, I mean, you still want to do, like, obviously you're running the shit. You deserve to be making more. And that's not to say that everybody that's in these positions, these CEOs and shit, the guy who's running Warner Brothers, fucking, he built that shit, you know, by rolling up his sleeves. Like, no, he just got appointed the fucking job. You know what I mean? Like, he just got the job. He didn't have shit to do with, like, I'm sure at some point he had something to do with their success, but like, yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I think there's just a lot that there's a little bit of back and forth that goes into it. I won't say that the CEOs don't deserve their money, but at the same time, if they're the ones that are kind of supposed to be in charge of all this stuff, and there's talentless hacks that are working for them, whose fucking fault is that? There's obviously other people that you should be firing, and probably even look into yourself as well. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a little bit of give, a little bit of take, you know, yeah. Just that'd be hilarious and awful at the same time. Yeah, right? Yeah, the YouTubers, the YouTubers Guild. RC Scott said he's still procrastinating, isn't he? That dirty, dallying douchebag. Who? Who's still procrastinating? Son of a bitch. Who's procrastinating? I already plugged our show. I already plugged this for tomorrow, RC Scott. I already plugged this for tomorrow. What if they're doing more Sylvie content? No. Cancel them. Cancel it. Star Wars MCU-OG says, if I want shitty humor, I will watch shows from the UK. You know what? Like, I don't know. Like, You know, like the original Office. I like the original Office. The original Office series with Ricky Gervais. I like that shit. I like that shit. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. Just some bullocks and all. Eric the Guapo, thank you so much for being here. Zero humidity, but hot as Halle Berry. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. Especially this weekend too, man. It's gonna be hotter than the motherfucker, man. Star Wars MCU-OG says Virginia humid as fuck. It's 90 degrees with 90% humidity, like a damn. Oh yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah, I'll do with the heat, none of the humidity. I don't want the humidity. Fuck the humidity. Because the humidity is a problem. Like it could be like not hot at all and it'd be humid as fuck and like you're just sitting there fucking pouring sweat. Like, man, I'm not even fucking hot. I'm just sitting here fucking pouring sweat. Fuck yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. Brian Mccann says Trinity's parts are dried out and need lubrication. Yeah, wait. What parts? What parts are we talking about here? Are you being? I think you are. You're being bad. You're being bad. Good night. Yeah. 60 minute. This is my son. He's getting ready to go to sleep. Florida become prelude. Oh man, I'm not even gonna touch on that. Brian McCann, I'm not even gonna touch on that. Fernie says, I'm not in a guild, but there is a guild for movies. I think it's called the Motion Picture Editors Guild. Oh, okay. It's the MPEG? Yeah, the MPEG. Star Wars MCU-OG says August and September are hotter than July here. Oh, wow. Yeah, out here, like usually June, like that. Actually, even May. Usually July and August are usually the worst here. September will be pretty, will be kind of bad too. But when it's starting to tone down, but yeah, man, I have a feeling, man, it's gonna be some rough couple months coming up. But yeah, like today, I think it got up to like 105, 106. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be. Like I said, I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 110. Yeah, fucking hot. Yeah. Just been through the desert on a horse with no name. On a bicycle. I've been through the desert on a bicycle. With no name. You know what? My bicycle don't have a name. You know, my old one did. I called it the Batmobile. Brian says, hey Trinity, I need to talk to my cosplayer friends to make you a MCU Moon Knight bicycle suit. Yeah, do it. Hey, I'll wear it. As long as it's not enchanted. Oh, would they make it? No. See, no, you son of a. Oh, don't even be making the jokes, man. All right.
Calmer newer.
Yeah. Oh, it will sparkle in the light. We got Aaron here from Strange Marvel Theories. I hope you're doing very well this evening. Speaking of which, guys, I'm not sure if you guys have been here and seen the Aaron here from Strange Marvel Theories. There's something he's been flapping his gums about. Excuse me, more like flapping his fingers about in the chats here for a while. And I know he's mentioned it several times about this upcoming Deadpool movie. He was talking about it would be actually great and hilarious to see a scene where Deadpool goes up to Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine in the movie and kind of goes with that whole bit, like it's not Wolverine, it's actually Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine, not Wolverine. Well, in case you guys haven't heard any of like the leaks and shit like that, like that's some shit that's really getting ready to happen, supposedly, in this Deadpool 3 movie, in which there's going to be some scenes where, I I'm not sure of like Wolverine and Deadpool, but like Deadpool is going to be confronting basically Wolverine that is actually just Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine, not actual fucking Wolverine. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking hilarious, because I know Aaron here has been fucking flapping his gums about that for the longest time, and that like I know that, and that's something that you're gonna have to find some clips and shit on, some chats where you've said that in the live chats before, Aaron, and eventually make a video about that when that shit actually comes true, and you'd be like, dude, I fucking called this a long time ago that they need to have fucking Hugh Jackman playing fucking Wolverine, and Deadpool goes up to him and he's like, you know, like I know you've been saying that shit. You like one of the only motherfuckers I know that've been saying that shit for a long time, and now supposedly they're gonna do it. They stole your idea. You need to get paid. You should be a writer. Well, you'd be on strike right now. Never mind. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You've been saying that though, dude. You've been saying that. Yeah, you've been saying that.
You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. Today was 102, 105 degrees and raining. Ugh. That equals humidity, and that's not good. That's not good. I live in Maine, therefore even more of Maine IAC. Maine. Oh, a maniac. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, a maniac. Man, that's fucking, yeah, 105, rain, fuck that. But that's some shit it would do here too. It'd be like fucking 100 degrees and it'll rain. It's like, nah, dude. Hanging with y'all infinitely better now. All right, yeah, hell yeah. And I posted a video about that months ago. Okay, all right, you did get that. You did get a video up. Good. Oh, okay. All right, Mike Popcorn Porter is here, and he's asleep.
Bermuda, baby.
Yeah, that's where he's at. He's in Bermuda. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you at least got the video up about it. Yeah. Daniel Fisher says hotter than Haley Atwell in anything? Yeah. Or hotter than Haley Atwell in nothing. All right. But yeah, there's I don't know, man. There's gonna be some interesting times. You know, I know, like I said, a lot of people are dreading this this supposed drought we're gonna have in entertainment. Like, look, the millions of fucking things you could watch out there. There's fucking shitloads of movies, shitloads of TV shows, because for the past fucking 15 years they've been pumping out nothing but shit on the Netflix and all these fucking streaming platforms. There's going to be no shortage of content. There's going to be a shortage of new content, and believe me, the new content that has been coming out for at least the last fucking 10 years isn't not anything like entertaining anyway, so you're not missing much. You should be happy that they're all striking, that you're not going to get nothing fucking new, because everything that's new that's been coming out has fucking sucked. So you should be happy. You should be happy, right? You should be out there with the, you know, out there driving by, you know, all the people out there on strike. Driving by, what was his name? Sean Gunn? Is that what his name is? James Gunn's brother? Out there in front of the Netflix headquarters where he's protesting at. Fucking cutting up a steak, you know. Maybe throwing some money away, you know, in the air, you know, whatever. Like, hey, you need some money, asshole? About their little strike, because believe me, like they're not a. You know what? I seen this asshole, man, in this video where he's talking about his protest and shit. He's talking about Gilmore Girls and how he was in that show and he don't get any residuals or anything like that. And he's like, so he's protesting in front of Netflix. Like, bitch, Netflix didn't even make your motherfucking show. What are you talking about, asshole? Why are you protesting in Netflix? Because they own the show, or because they've got it on their platform? Well, they're paying somebody else for the rights to fucking stream that show on their goddamn platform. It's not them you should have the beef with. It's the people that you signed the fucking contract with. You're the one who took the fucking job. I swear, man. Like people just, it's the same thing. All these actors and writers and all this shit, they're like, oh, I get this job to work for the studio. They're like, oh, here's a contract. Like, oh, okay, and they just sign the shit. They just sign them fucking contracts like you did when you joined Facebook or fucking Twitter or YouTube. You didn't read none of the fucking terms and conditions. You just said, fuck it, I want to be here, and you just clicked yes, agreed, and fucking there goes all your information. Like, that's all they did. They didn't fucking read none of that shit. You think that they took it to their lawyer that they didn't fucking have in the first place, that they didn't fucking hire a lawyer till later, and they just hoped their agent wasn't trying to fuck them, which they probably were. Like, oh yeah, I got a job. Like, bitch, that's your fault. Anyway.
Calmer Muir.
Yeah. Oh man, the Moon Knight would sparkle like runestones. All right. I probably should be asleep. YouTubers Guild of America needs to complain for real. Oh yeah, B movies horror. Yeah, absolutely. Stryker, don't even know her. They're about to recast Sean Gunn in Guardians 4. Right, absolutely. That's why he's not protesting in front of Warner Brothers right now. Even though Warner Brothers, you know what I mean. Yeah. But you know he's not in front of Warner Brothers fucking protesting because his brother is like one of the fucking higher ups right now. Somebody who's probably still getting fucking paid. But yeah. And, you know, and speaking of which, you know, like I said, I seen that video of Sean Gunn out there protesting. But you know the other fucking video I seen? These people are so fucking out of touch, man. Like, I seen this video, and, like, Ron Perlman is somebody to be fucking bitching. Like that dude hasn't been around for fucking years and has made plenty of fucking money. That he's gonna be really worried about this fucking, this fucking actors fucking strike. And the fucking writers are like, oh my God, he's gonna be out of work for a few months. Oh my God, he's probably gonna die. He's gonna run out of money. I mean, maybe if he mishandled his money, mismanaged it, but like, bitch, Ron Perlman, like, what the fuck? I seen this video where this asshole is out there on Twitter. I seen this video where he's out there like, yeah, fucking big high up CEOs talking about sweating us out and gonna make us starve and lose our house and shit. You come saying that to me, motherfucker. Fucking blah, blah. And he's sitting there like threatening all these fucking studio heads and shit, just like talking a bunch of shit like. And I was sitting there laughing. I was watching this fucking video laughing, and I'm like, this motherfucker thinks he's really in a biker gang. This son of a bitch really thinks he's in a fucking biker gang, man. Like, that shit was funny. Let me see if I can. I wonder if I can pull that up. I don't have a way to pull that up on here. Probably don't have a way to pull that up on here. But it's just fucking funny. I'd have to show it on my phone. Maybe I'll show it on my phone. I'll show it on my phone if you guys want to see it. Where's it at? Let's see. I know I posted that shit, but that shit was funny. Oh, where do you say it at? Where do you say it? Okay, yeah.
The motherfucker.
Right here.
One thing before I get off this. The motherfucker who said we're gonna keep this thing going until people start losing their houses and their apartments. Listen to me, motherfucker. There's a lot of ways to lose your house. Some of it is financial, some of it is karma, and some of it is just figuring out who the fuck said that. And we know who said that. And where he fucking lives. There's a lot of ways to lose your house. You wish that on people. You wish that families starve while you're making $27 fucking million a year for creating nothing. Be careful, motherfucker. Be really careful. Because that's the kind of shit that stirs shit up. Peace out.
Were you guys able to hear that?
Before I get off this.
Were you guys able to hear that? That's just fucking funny. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do, Ron Perlman? Shut the fuck up. Go inside your fucking old folks' house, man. Fucking old man. Like, what the fuck are you? Yeah, you're out there making $27 million, talking about family starving, yeah, fucking let me see you, I'll fucking, what the fuck are you gonna do, old man? You're gonna get laid the fuck out, dude. And all that, you're gonna come out here like this dude literally just like fucking issued fucking a verbal threat, right? Or like on social, like, come on, man. Come on. What's wrong with you? That's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that's fucking funny, man. Right, he's about to put on the Hellboy makeup. Yeah. Well, that's what I said. I think I retweeted it. I said, dude thinks he's really in a biker gang, man. Like what the fuck, dude? Like, look at his old ass. Like, come on, Ron Perlman. You're not in any shape you ain't gonna knock nobody out, dude. You ain't gonna do shit. Shut the fuck up. Go back inside your fucking beach house. Fucking grab a beer, whatever it is you do. You know, you certainly don't have a fucking Harley, and you're not in a biker gang. So just fucking zip it. Zip it. Go get a real fucking job. You're out here making $27 million. Yeah, the only way you lose your fucking house is not just financially, it's fucking karma. It's fucking. Shut up, Ron Perlman. Dumb son of a bitch. I can't. That's the thing. Like, I look forward to seeing more of this shit. I look forward to seeing more of these people fucking having meltdowns and shit. Look, I know, like, look, I'm not trying to relish in, look, I already talked about this earlier. Like, look, there are probably some people, and probably the ones we actually need out there who are probably gonna hurt the most from this. But like, fucking Ron Perlman, you're not it, dude. Like, these fucking strikes and everything, like, that shit's not gonna hurt you. You probably are you even working on anything right now? You're probably not even working on a show right now, and you're probably gonna you're probably gonna miss one offer of a fucking role. That's about it. You'll be okay, Ron. You'll be okay. Perlman can't even get hard on us. Yeah, yeah. That's not. You're right. You're right. Brian Mccann says, was it Lady Death or another BP comic? What are you talking about? Was what? Was what another Lady Death or BP comic? BP? What's BP? What's BP comic? What are you talking about? Cast Ron Perlman as the Thing. Right, yeah, right? Yeah, you know what? He could probably actually be the Thing. That probably would actually work out. Ron Perlman, full and say, yeah. Wait, so the Hellboy, is he a hell man? It's, excuse me, sir, it's man. Anyway, oh man. All right, guys. I know, and I promise. I said it was gonna be a shorter stream, and I'm getting ready to hold to it. We're getting ready to hit an hour already. So it's been an hour. And I want to get to sleep a little bit early. So I can. It's not even actually early. It's actually fucking late. It's actually late compared to what I normally go lay down about 8:30, between 8 and 8:30. You know, and I'm usually in bed by about 9:30 anyway. So it's not getting to sleep early for me. This is actually late for me. Brian Pulido. Well, was what Brian Pulido? What about him? Brian Pulido? You know, as a matter of fact, the campaign for their latest campaign. For Coffin Comics' latest campaign just ended for Lady Satanis, the newest, the newest project they're getting ready to fund. It just ended a little while here before the stream, just a little bit ago, and I know we've got a couple other projects. Okay, Born of Blood 4 is actually still funding. It's got 2 days left. 2 days left for Born of Blood 4, right? For Born of Blood 4, Kickstarter version is getting ready to come out. Got 2 days left on that. 19 days left on Common America Volume 8 and Volume 2 Omnibus. And yeah, Lady Satanis, that one just ended here just the other day. So yeah. Star Wars MCU-OG says, have a good night, everyone. Enjoying seeing your progress on the Rise Trinity. Have a good weekend. You as well, Star Wars MCU-OG. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank all of you for your support. Again, there is a link pinned in the comments section. If you're watching this right now or on the replay and you want to donate some money to, I mean, I guess it's not really a charity. Like, the charity is to help me build a new wheel set for my fixie bike. It's going to be about $1,000, I think, so far. We've had about $50 donated, which, hey, $50 helps. It helps, you know, like will help pay for, you know, like the spokes or something. And that's fine. Like every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. I think the rims, I think each rim is going to be about $100 each. I think the hubs themselves are, I want to say about 150 each. Could be wrong, somewhere around there. Then I got to get spokes, tires, tubes, the nipples for the spokes. Got to build the set. And I think the labor in building it is probably what's going to cost the most, really. But yeah. One in the giveaway. Oh yeah, no, it's the it's the Lady Death. It's the Lady Death book signed by Brian Pulido. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'll get that sent out. I'll get that sent out on Monday. I didn't get it done today. It was a long day. I'll get that sent out on Monday for sure, Brian Mccann. I apologize about procrastinating on that. It's been a busy month. It's been a busy month with all my writing and everything. It's been getting used to that. Kids, business, you know how it is. Well, maybe not. I don't know if you have kids or not, but yeah, I'll get that sent out on Monday, Brian Mccann. But thank you guys so much for being here tonight for the stream. Again, make sure if you're not already, make sure you subscribe, click the little bell and all that good stuff. Because again, tomorrow afternoon, I'm probably going to do it about 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be 5 p.m. For you guys out there on the East Coast. Me and RC Scott are going to get together and talk a little bit about some music and just some other fun things. It's guaranteed to be a good time. But you all have a good day. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you guys all so much for your support. Thank you so much for being here. You all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow with our special guest, RC Scott. Later. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Random Brad. I probably will do that. I'll probably look into and because I'm gonna buy most of the stuff myself. I'll go to the bike shop and have them order the hubs because they don't have access to get the rims. But I'll probably go in there and Rich will probably he'll probably show me how to build them because he runs the shop all by himself now. He's the only one working there doing stuff, so he'd probably happily sit there and coach me through building my first wheel set. So that'd be exciting. That'd be exciting. Something I haven't done before. I built a bike. I've done pretty much everything on my bike now at this point, except for building a wheel set and truing it. So it'll be a new experience for me. So maybe I will. You're absolutely right, man. Thank you so much for being here, Random Brad, Brian Mccann, StarWarsMCU-OG, Fernie, Daniel Fisher, Dan the Man was here a little bit earlier, Mike Porter, RC Scott, Kendall was here for a little while. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a great rest of your night.